Good morning and welcome to the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. It's Academy Finals Day and we have got 3 great games of basketball for you today coming up right here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. I'm Kaz Bullock and joining me is Adam Masters, and we'll be with you throughout today, bringing you all the action from today's games. Adam, it's always an exciting event, isn't it? Youth talent on display here, and it's going to be an exciting day.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, Kaz, you and me have been saying it for years. We always try to fly the flag for youth basketball in the UK. And we always talk about, we're seeing the future generation of the sport in this country. We're seeing the future of GB basketball, England basketball, boys and girls. It's always exciting times. And what's nice about it is when we come to these events, the first thing we do is we start looking down the rosters going, oh, so-and-so's playing. You start to get to know some of these players, what to expect from them, what we're going to bring to an event like this.
Exactly, there's going to be a lot of familiar names out on court today. And first up, we're going to see the CBL final, the College Basketball League. That will be between defending champions Shenley Brook End and St Aloysius. That is tipping off at 11:30, and you can catch that on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Following on from that at 2 o'clock, it will be Copleston taking on the City of London Academy Southwark Pride. They're the defending champions in the WEABL, and then rounding out the day at 5 o'clock, we have the EABL final, a new name on the trophy between Charnwood College Riders and the City of London Academy Southwark Pride. Now, I said it before, there's a lot of names you're going to be familiar with, players that we've seen before, coming through the age groups, and we've got a lot of talent out on court today. Who do people need to look out for in today's games?
There's a few of them. I know that you and me have both have not mentioned it yet, but we always look forward to seeing Liv Forster and Yaz Edwards there in the house. We're going to be seeing them a little bit later on.
Yep.
But certainly, you know, looking down the first person I see, Tyrese Pokamenta. We've seen this young man a lot of times before. I'm looking forward to seeing him because he just goes from strength to strength. And the other thing as well is this at youth level is often the last chance you get to see these guys before they move on to the next level of basketball. So it's important that we get to enjoy them one last time if that is the case for them, right?
It is, exactly. And we know today there's going to be some players, it's going to be the last time in the Academy Finals, they said, moving on. So you can catch all the games live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. 3 different links for each of the games. Make sure to follow Basketball England and Academy Basketball on all the social media channels. They'll be putting out the links. Jump in the comments. We like to see everyone following along, supporting from home, get involved, and stick with us for a fantastic day of basketball. Cool. Good morning. We are just 6 and a bit minutes away from tip-off in the CBL final between St Aloysius and Shenley Brook End, the defending champions. Kaz Bullock and Adam Masters here with you throughout today's games. And make sure to stay tuned to the Basketball England YouTube channel as we bring you all the action from all 3 games throughout today. You do not want to miss a second of it. So coming up very shortly, we have St Aloysius, first-time finalists. They have been led by Coach of the Year in Group C, William Akufo. They are the #1 seed in Group C, an unbeaten regular season, taking a 14-0 winning streak through to today. And they came through the quarterfinals against Xaverian College, 78-58, beating Carmel College in the semi-finals, 89-69. They're averaging 87.2 points per game, holding their opponents to just over 57 points in the regular season. And a couple of players on this squad you need to watch out for. Tyrese Pokamenta, an explosive guard, MVP of the Under-18 National Cup final for the Islington Panthers. To the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. Points per game. It's Academy Finals Day and we've got 3.3 assists. He is a scorer and he gets to the basket whenever he wants to. Also named to the All-Conference First Team in Group C this week. And stick with us for a fantastic day of basketball. MVP of Group C. He is averaging 29.9, yes, just
Good
under 30
morning and
points
welcome
per
to the
game,
National Basketball
8.8
Performance
rebounds,
Centre here in
2.2
Manchester.
assists.
It's
Also named to the
Academy
All-Conference
Finals Day
First
and
Team
we
in
have got
Group C this
3
week.
great games of basketball
And
for you today coming up
again
right
in that
here
under-18
on the Basketball
National Cup
England
final for the
YouTube
East
channel.
Panthers,
I'm
where he
Kaz
had
Bullock,
5
joining me
massive
is Adam
blocks.
Masters.
So Adam, a team, an unbeaten regular season, players with experience from the under-18 squad in the National Cup earlier this year. Who are you most looking forward to watching on the squad today?
Well, you know what, we'll be down the line.
It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. I mean, you just mentioned the two main guys there for St Aloysius. We got the pronunciation Aloysius.
We've seen the future of GB basketball.
Tyrese and Devontae. Obviously, we know all about those guys. But if you look down to the other end of the floor, to Shenley Brook End, what they've got is they've got a lot of height down there. There's a couple of big fellas down there.
Start to get to know
I'm looking down at some of the heights in the categories here.
Exactly, there's going to be a lot of familiar names out on court today.
+6'6", you've got
first up, we're going to see the
6'8",
CBL
so they're
final,
really going to
the
be up
College
against it.
Basketball
So it's
League.
how the
That will be
quick
between
guards come up against those guys, and I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup. It's always good when you see these teams that play, one relying purely on quickness and then the other on the size. So I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Taking on the City of London Academy Brook End. They were last year's winners, the defending champions in the final last year, and they came away with a 98-91 win
the
EABL final.
A new name on the
William Isakaya was the MVP in that one at 23 points, 3 rebounds and 5 assists. But this season they are coming in as the number 2 seed, 11 wins and 1 loss, and they have 5 returning players from that final last year, alongside back-to-back Coach of the Year in Group A in Billy Beddoe. Now they came through the quarterfinals against New City College Hackney, 63-57, and then beat Holy Trinity School in the semi-finals, 76-58. They're averaging 90.5 points per game and holding their opponents to 53.7 in the regular season. Now, you mentioned it just then, Adam, a couple of players height-wise to watch out for. Bwai Luak, 6'8", MVP and all-conference first team in Group A, averaging 22.2 points per game, 9.3 rebounds and 1.3 assists. Now, he had a 42-point, 14-rebound game against Newcastle earlier this season and threw down 8 dunks in that one. He's got D2 experience playing for the Milton Keynes Breakers, who have just been promoted to Division 1, and he's been playing a bigger role for them this season. And alongside him, last year's MVP, William Isakaya, all-conference first team in Group A, 21.6 points per game, 9.1 rebounds, 4 assists, just an all-round player, a really exciting young prospect. Spent the summer shooting threes and coming away with the Hoops Fix All-Star Classic 3-point trophy. So again, Adam, a lot of exciting young talent out there. We see Eric Arriaga for Shenley Brook End, who we've seen a few times through different competitions. Just as you mentioned, an interesting matchup between both teams.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the stats from Luak there, it's 6'8", 22 points and 9 rebounds a game. You might as well just basically call that virtually a double-double a game. That's kind of what you expect when you've got a guy of that size. I always feel like you're looking for that sort of 20 points and 10 rebounds a game, and he'll get that today, I'd imagine, because there's nobody else that's really going to be able to hang with him in the paint there. But you know, these quick little guards, they get under your feet, they get to the basket quickly, and you know, as the seasons go by, the standard of shooting from these youngsters gets better and better as well. So let's see what they've got from the outside. But you know me, I always like a big on the inside, so let's see if they do go inside to the big guys and try and cause a bit of damage in the paint.
Absolutely. So let's take a look at the starting 5 for St Aloysius. It will be Etu Haymark Griffith, Caden Lee Dawkins-Ellis, Devontae DaCosta, Tyrese Poku-Mensah and Jaden Dawes. And for Shenley Brook End, it will be Eric Arriaga, Gabriel Formaloza, Noah Brown, Bwai Luak and William Isakaya. Shenley playing in yellow today and Milton Keynes in black. Sorry, not Milton Keynes, Shenley Brook End.
It's confusing, all these different names. It's funny because we were saying before the broadcast that, you know, we see a lot of these players playing for other teams, and it's weird seeing them in the roster for their colleges. So
exactly. So Shenley Brook End have a lot of players in Division 2 for the Milton Keynes Breakers.
We can be forgiven for this.
Under 18 Milton Keynes Breakers. The logo is the Milton Keynes Breakers logo.
Yeah.
So we're just a few seconds away from tip-off. Make sure to stay tuned to the Basketball England YouTube channel. Follow along on social media, the Academy Basketball League. There'll be highlights, clips, interviews throughout today.
Oh, Aloysius are ready, they're out on the floor. They want to get this thing going.
I like Shenley's kit here. I like the colour flash.
Sorry, I got on the wrong way around. Shenley are on the floor now. Here we go.
Shenley playing in black and St Aloysius in yellow.
That's colourway for Aloysius as well. They've got kind of like an Aussie colours thing going on, yeah.
Australian opals.
Yeah.
So jumping for the tip, it will be Da Costa for St Aloysius and Luak for Shenley. Balls into the hands of Arriaga and Shenley for the first possession. And a layup doesn't drop for Shenley as Da Costa has it picked off. And nice finish at the rim. Shenley getting on the board as Formalosa gets the first points of the game.
Aloysius getting caught on the back foot slightly there. From the very first play, they were kind of caught off guard.
Da Costa. Over to Pokumensa. It's picked off and stolen back by Pokumensa, driving to the rim, puts it in. And a great recovery there from Pokumensa. And you see him do that if you've seen him play before, you know he's got such quick hands, able to keep hold of the ball, and he finds a way to get to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, he persevered there. He was getting hit from all angles there, but he found a way through to the basket and came up with the bucket.
Isakaya over to Arriaga. Nice pass inside. Luak backing down, puts it in.
There you go, straight away. That's what we're talking about for Luak cards. Get the ball inside. No one's going to match him for size. Turn around, nice little junior hook shot there. Easy money.
You're going to be seeing a lot of that from him throughout today's game. Pokumensa hangs in the air. Gets that to go. That's 4 quick points for Pokumensa. Isakaya looking to go inside. As it picks off Da Costa, gets it into the hands of Pokumensa. Racing up ahead. Mark Griffith puts it in.
Well, Tyrese looks like a man on a mission already, dishing out assists as well as scoring points.
Da Costa going to slow things down a bit and set up. And a travel call on St Aloysius. Ball's going to go back with Shenley. We've got a quick 2-point lead for Aloysius here in the first quarter. Isakaya hands it off. Arriaga, great use of the screen. Oh, nice pass over to Luak. Can't finish, but gets his own rebound and puts it back in. And that's the importance of those offensive rebounds, Adam, those second chance points, so crucial.
Yeah, second chance points, especially in a final, is always going to be a stat that the coaches are looking at carefully. Got to make those second chance points.
Mark Griffith with another finish at the rim. And both teams just driving inside at the moment.
Well, I mean, so far it's everything you'd expect from a final. Both teams going at it. There's nothing in it at the moment. The guys that we were expecting to come up are already coming up big.
And coming out firing as well. It's early in the morning here, just after 11:30. As Formalosa passes out, Brown
driving inside, hangs in the air, has that blocked. I think Poku Mensah got a hand on that one.
Yeah, Poku Mensah doing it at both ends of the floor there. He managed to get the clean block on that shot.
DaCosta kicks it out. Okay, Matt Griffith, nice handoff. It's DaCosta with the clock running down, 6 seconds. Out to Poku Mensah, thought about the shot. Hangs in the air, twists, doesn't get it to fall. And you see there the defense just collapsing inside, just making it difficult. Arriaga. And foul is called. That will be on St Aloysius. Just the first team foul. The sideline ball for Shenley. Well, that's a fresh 14. That foul was number 1 on Tyrese Poku Mensah. Isakaya kicks it out. Three's up, and that is good. Noah Brown with a big 3 for Shenley. 1 point Shenley lead. Dawkins Ellis draws the foul, and that's going to put him at the line for 2.
Well, 4 minutes into the game, Kaz, this is the first free throws we've seen. And it has been a pretty physical game so far. Both teams going inside.
Yeah, you can see there just, the hang time on that, hanging in the air. Dawkins Ellis averaging 11 points per game, 6.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists. And we've seen him on this stage, well, on a similar stage before, Adam, playing with the London West Side Rangers.
Yeah.
Won the under-18 junior Final Fours back in 2022.
Yeah.
I think you were commentating that one with Stan.
Yeah, certainly was. In the middle of the crowd, if I remember. But it seems so crazy. These guys are so young, and we're talking about a game that was 2 years ago, you know? You feel like you've known these guys for such a long time.
It's always so exciting to see them develop. See him grow. Arriaga all the way, doesn't get it to drop. Poku Mensah comes up with a rebound, powering down the court. DaCosta kicks it out. 3 doesn't drop, chased down, and...
Oh, nice hustle play there from Tyrese. Knew exactly what he was doing. He was going to lose control of the ball, so he just threw it off the defender. And his team come up with it. Great play from him, good hustle.
That's all about timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That play to be able to do very, very good basketball play. Dawkins Ellis to Poku Mensah, 4 seconds. Poku Mensah inside. Ball's out, and it will go the way of Shenley.
Well, you called it before the game, Kaz. Poku Mensah is going to be a big part of this game, and he's been involved in everything so far.
So we've seen him from the under-16 level for the Islington Panthers. He's just been named to the England under-18 Four Nations squad. As Isaka's 3 is good. And speaking of exciting young players to watch, that is one right there in William Isakia.
Yeah.
3-point Shenley lead. DaCosta for 3. That one bounces out. And Poku Mensah fighting against Luak for the rebound. Comes up with it. And an offensive foul is called. Isakaya taking the charge, putting his body on the line. You can see it back there.
I love this intensity, because you can feel it coming off the floor. These guys are all about business today. Some good defense so far in this first quarter from both teams as well.
Definitely, there's no warming up, they're straight into it.
Yeah.
Arriaga.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great defense there from him at Griffith, and foul called at the other end.
I really like the way Griffiths is defending. He picks his player up as soon as he gets anywhere near them. He's in the perfect defensive posture. He's got his arms in the right position, and he's kind of reaching around the player, just trying to poke the ball away to come up with a clean steal. Really good example of how to steal the basketball there from him.
Three's too strong. And it's Shenley back on the attack. And it's knocked away, and that'll be a backcourt violation. Again, great hustle there, great defense.
Great defense.
Aloysius.
They almost went into a double team there. They saw the player, just look, if you look on the replay there, they both kind of smother it. There it is. Then the next player gets it, both players are on him straight away, and they force the turnover. Really, really clever play there from Aloysius. Love it.
As you say, it's a perfect example of great defense. Great hustle play, keep going, keep after your player. Yeah,
it's just real smart defense, Kaz, because they saw exactly what was happening and reacted to it accordingly. And when one player loses the ball, they didn't just go, right, okay, that's done. They went, right, now we need to get the next guy. They win the possession. Really good defensive play there.
So a quick 3-point lead for Shenley. Got 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
But this is what you want out of a final, don't you? You want it to be close. You don't want a team to pull too far away too early on. We've seen it before in these finals, and then it's always hard to come back. But both these teams are completely about business today.
And two teams that match up very well. I always say that, you know, from a fan standpoint of view, you want to watch an exciting game. You've got players on both teams that are just going after it, and we've got a really nice crowd building here at the National Basketball Performance Centre. A lot of support here for Shenley. I mean, I know that's been a long trip.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I love about these finals as well, is that whichever team is coming up from the south, they're always well represented with their fan base. Great to see so many people turn out to support their team today.
I'm loving the homemade signs as well.
Yeah.
I think
we're trying to read some of them out at some point.
I'm pretty sure there's one that says dunk it, and I think that might be directed at Bly.
I'd say it was probably going in his direction, yeah.
So back on court, 4 minutes to play in the first. 3-point Shenley lead. Ball is with Aloysius. Here, Matt Griffith, out of doors. His three's too short, but it's picked up and put back in by Dawkins Ellis. Right place, right time, and the offensive rebounds for both teams working hard on the boards as Arriaga, nice handoff there to Luak, puts it in off the glass. And Arriaga, if you've not seen him play before, he's such a pass-first guard. He's so aware of where his teammates are. Absolutely everything that you want to see in a point guard.
Absolutely. I mean, anytime you see these point guards, you want to pass first should be the SP for these guys. You know, they're the facilitators.
Formalosa's three doesn't drop. Ball's picked up again by Poku Mensah. And it's Dawkins Ellis driving all the way to the hoop, puts it in. And it's back to a 1-point game. Brown over to Arriaga. Looking for some space, pulls up for the long two and nets it. He's just doing a bit of everything today.
Well, that's kind of his role on this team. And so far, he's had a solid first quarter.
Poku Mensah looking to go inside, just off the front of the rim. But you see the way Poku Mensah, he finds a way, so then it looks like it's clogged, but he's going to get there. Arriaga's blocked by DaCosta.
Yeah, I mean, for a guy like Poku Mensah, one of the things that you got to look at with this guy is his footwork is incredible. When he gets to a certain point within the three-point line, he knows exactly where he needs to take off to take his steps to get to the basket, and he does it really well. Didn't make the basket there, but other than that, he did everything right.
Pass in is stolen away. Dawkins Ellis slams it home. And a timeout is called. We can see this one back, out on the break. You're going to see that one back on the highlight reel. 16-15, Shenley lead over Aloysius. Shenley have been led by 6 points from Luak. He's got a rebound and an assist as well.
It's a good time out from Shenley there. After a highlight play like that, it's always good to try and break the momentum. The coach made a really good decision to call that when he did, I think. 2:22 left in the first quarter, point game. You know, if you can try and spoil the party a bit by calling a timeout at that point, then go right ahead and do so.
Definitely. So I just want to thank all our sponsors for today's games. Wilson, Sure Shot, Dynamic, SportServe, Sport England, and thank you to Basketball England for putting on such an amazing display as we've got throughout the day. All the games will be live on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Follow along, there will be a new link for each game, and stay tuned to social media. Lots of content creators out here. We've got Made in Manny in the crowd.
Yeah, these reels in the house.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of plays back, and you are definitely going to see.
I think we're going to see that last play for the next couple of days.
So back out on court. 2:22 to play. 1 point Shenley lead. Arriaga setting things up. Kicks it to the corner. Brown. 3, too strong. Matt Griffith. Oh, nice step.
See, I mentioned footwork a minute ago. Anybody watching the game, if you can see that on a replay, he just did everything right. That was a beautiful play there.
Absolutely. I'm going to make us sound old, but fundamentals, it's so important, isn't it?
It's where it's at. It's where it's at.
Formolosa's 3 rims out. And going to stay with Shenley as last touch, Aloysius.
And we're going to get another look at that. You see, look how he spins off the defender. It's not just what he's doing on the floor with his feet as well, Kaz. It's how he's holding the ball.
Exactly.
He's bringing it down. He's protecting it. You know what I mean? He just did everything right there.
And Luak lays it in. Takes him to 8 points, leading all scorers. We've got a back and forth game on our hands today. Dawes fires the 3, knocks it down. Jaden Dawes, first 3 of the game. Arriaga into Luak. Nice pass out, Formolosa driving to the basket, rejected by DaCosta. And Matt Griffith going all the way off the rim. DaCosta tries to put it back in, draws the foul. And DaCosta there, a huge block at one end, and then races down the other end, probably the 2 furthest points of the court that you could get, and he still gets there to clean up the offensive rebound and gets himself to the line.
He was committed there for sure.
First is good for DaCosta. And we mentioned it before, he's averaging just under 30 points per game this season. I mean, that's incredible.
It's impressive.
Seconds good, 2 of 2 from the line. Formolosa spins. Ball's knocked out. That's some good defense there from Aloysius. Luak with the inbound, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Brown into Luak. Brown's 3, too strong. And great hustle there from Isakaya as Arriaga kicks it out. Brown in the corner, too strong. And again, it's Shenley that come up with it. Isakaya drops it back in.
Well, Shenley deserved that basket, Kaz. They persevered and they were very patient. Some nice passing movement there before the basket. They just stuck with it and they came up with the bucket.
Pokumenta with the clock running down. Great handoff there. Dawkins Ellis just underneath the hoop with the clock running down. And at the end of the first quarter, it is St Aloysius 24, Shenley Brook End 20. What a first quarter we've had there, Adam. Luak leading leading Shenley with 8 points. And it is Caden Lee, Dawkins Ellis leading all scorers with 9 for St Aloysius.
Yeah, I mean, it's been everything we expected. The interesting stat that I'm looking at after the first quarter is fast break points, though. 13-4 there in favour of St Aloysius. They could certainly be getting down the floor quickly. And I'm sure that that's something that that's going to have to be reacted to. But other than that, I mean, got 24-20, end of the first quarter, you can't call it so far.
And both teams spreading the scoring around as well, which is really good to see. You know, it's an all-round effort from both teams. Yeah.
I mean, I really like what Arriaga's doing. I mean, he's got 2 points and 2 assists already, but he's working really hard because this Aloysius defence is pressuring him. You know, the minute he gets the ball over the halfway line. So, like you mentioned before, his ethos of pass first is very much going to be an important part of the game for them.
Definitely, and we see as well Tyrese Pokumensa, 4 points for him, 3 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal.
Well, he's just been everywhere for the first quarter. I mean, we knew he was going to come up big in this game, and he's certainly done that so far.
Teams are coming back out on court for the second quarter.
Nice to see some comments on YouTube. Stan, nice specs on him. You know what, Stan? I'm trying to look more like you. Yeah.
Stan, I think it's working.
Well, you know, Stan's much better looking than me for sure.
So back out on court, it's going to be St Aloysius ball.
Can't wait to see those guys at Final Four. Nate and Stan, big dog balling.
Nate and Stan, 2 of the hardest working men in British basketball.
Always bringing the noise, bringing the funk.
Get down to an Essex Rebels game day if you can, see them in person. Back out on court, it's Pokumensa, handing it off to DaCosta. 3 doesn't drop. Sakaya into Luak, nice pass there to the big man. Hey, Mark Griffith. Costa. Costa with the reverse. What a move.
Yeah, nice move under the basket there.
Leads up to 6 for St Aloysius. Isakaya with a spin.
Yes,
Count
makes it. That's one of those baskets that you're willing the ball to go in because he did such a nice move before it. Beautiful move there.
Spins to the basket, finishes at the rim.
And one.
And Isakaya, one of the players playing, we mentioned before, playing for the D2 Milton Keynes Breakers. They just secured promotion to Division 1 in an absolute thriller of a game last weekend.
Well, the whole programme at Milton Keynes is going from strength to strength, both on the guys and the ladies' side. Oh, nice move there. Tyrese goes hard to the basket.
Not sure how he stays in the air so long. Cuts the lead to 6. Isakaya with a spin again, handoff to Luak. Bounces out. And Pokumensa playing a part in getting that rebound over to his teammates. As Arriaga picks off the pass. Isakaya all the way, rolls out. Oh, lucky for that not to drop. Dawkins Ellis finishes under pressure. He'll go to the line for the chance at a 3-point play. That's a tough move.
He worked for that basket. He's just sort of getting himself back together again. He took a pretty big hit.
Whew, what a finish. And that's the second foul on Arriaga for Shenley. Aloysius with an 8-point lead. Isakaya, long two, too short. DaCosta can't quite save that one in. As we've got a substitution. Gabriel Formalosa checking into the game. Eric Arriaga heading to the bench.
I want to say that's the first substitution of the game.
Isakaya, shot is good. That's what he does, he gets you buckets. Cuts the lead to 6. Poku-Mensah driving.
Oh!
And the foul, taking the contact. St Aloysius doing a good job finishing under pressure. And that's going to put Poku-Mensah at the foul line. That foul was number 1 on Isakaya.
Just looking at the replay there, Sam, that's absolute perfection. He saw the lane and went for it. Drew the contact.
Hits the shot and they're up to a 9-point lead for Aloysius. Bullock, let's go inside. Onanuga, finishing at the rim. Poku-Mensah again, getting to the basket. I told you, Adam, he's going to find a way to the hoop, and he does it. You're watching him, and you just think, how is he going to get there? And he does it.
He just finds a way. I mean, it's like that last play, sorry, the one before this one. Like I said, he just sees the space there, reacted so quickly. He was in motion going right, and then just suddenly went left. He seems to just create his own lane, find a way to the basket, and he's coming up with some big buckets right now.
He is such a quick, explosive guard, a really exciting young player. As I mentioned, at the England Under-18 Four Nations tournament next week, that'll be in Dundee. So make sure to follow along. Always a really exciting event where you get to see some of the young talent that we've got coming through.
The talent is very, very strong at the moment. And just looking through some of the comments on the YouTube channel, the 89 show has just pretty much summed this up. Great advert this is.
Exactly.
There's enough said. Really is a good advert for the game.
So Aloysius with a 9-point lead here in the second. If you're Shenley, Adam, what's Coach Billy Beddoe saying to you in this timeout?
Well, I mean, he's obviously wanted to break the momentum up a little bit. The big focus is they've got to try and find a way to double down on the Tyrese Poku-Mensah, because he's kind of making his own decisions at the moment and there's no one contesting him. So he's very much going to be the focal point. Let's see what they come up with now.
Back out on court. Onanuga. Into Luak backing down doors, lays it in.
So that's what I want to see a little bit more of, going inside to the big guy, because when he gets it, it's easy money. He's big, he's strong, he's got those long arms. That's going to be their key to getting straight back into this one.
That's 10 points for Luak. DaCosta with the putback, count it, and the foul again. Aloysius is able to get those chances at 3-point plays, finishing in the air.
Well, at the moment, they're sort of answering everything. You know, whatever happens on one end of the floor, they're just coming back down and going, okay, well, we'll give you this instead. But they're doing a great job, like you say, of finding a way to get that 3-point play. They just need to hit him.
And that last foul puts Isakaya on 2 fouls for Shenley. 3 team fouls for them this quarter. This pass inside is knocked out. And Poku-Mensah has his hands all over this game. Costa puts up the 3. Not that time. Formolosa driving.
Oh, nice move.
Formolosa was the Group A Under-17 Player of the Year.
Well, he took the pass perfectly there and used his momentum to get to the basket. Great move from him.
Hands it off. Out to Brown in the corner. Shot doesn't go, but we've seen Brown in that corner. He's been getting a good look from there. We know he can hit those shots, and Shenley have been able to get that open look. Pokumensa with a spin inside. He's scoring at will today.
Yeah, he's definitely ruling the roost this morning, Kaz.
Takes him to 13 points. Alongside 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He's the guy, and he's blocked. And it was Pokumensa getting up high in the air. And Formolosa finishes on the left side.
Well, Formolosa likes that spot coming in from the right-hand side, going back, going reverse, and bringing it up on the other side. Nice move again from him. But then once again, Ellis responds.
And they're just being so successful getting to the basket. Luak going against Dawes. And puts it in.
He did well there. He lost his footing a little bit, so he did really well to get back on his feet and come up with the basket.
Griffith kicks it out. DaCosta. 3 doesn't drop. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Formolosa manages to keep control of that. Out to Brown in the corner. Too strong. And again, Aloysius back on the attack. Seven-point game. Formolosa. And chased down. Good hustle by Onanuga. Gets it back underneath the basket and lays it in. That's a really, really great possession from Shenley. Not giving up. Keep going. Ethan Onanuga just fighting for the ball. And we've got a timeout called. Shenley have cut the lead to 5. See there, the spin move from Pokumensa. One of his many baskets, 13 points for him. Formolosa, nice finish with the left.
You want to talk about footwork? Check that out. See how long his stride was there.
And he uses that wingspan as well to get round. He's got the long stride to reach round.
That was a nice play from Luak there. He nearly lost his footing, but he did really well to maintain control of the ball and come up with the bucket. And that was a pretty good play, because if you look at that one there, it's basically 4-on-2.
Exactly, yeah. Noah Brown and Ethan Onanuga just staying with it, just fighting for the ball.
And what's interesting as well is neither team is shooting particularly well from beyond the arc. It's all going on inside within the three-point arc. So I'm wondering whether, you know, both coaches are going to be saying, look, it's not happening from outside. We're taking a few shots that we probably shouldn't be taking. Let's just try and keep getting the ball inside. And then players, like, you know, certainly for Aloysius, obviously getting it, Pokumensa getting the ball and then making up his own rules as he goes along. Creating those lanes and getting to the basket that way.
34 points in the paint for Aloysius, 26 for Shenley. As you said, it's working for both teams when they're going inside. Back out on court, we've got 3:11 to play here in the first half, and it's a 5-point Aloysius lead. Ball's in the hands of Pokumensa. Pokumensa against Arriaga. Round to Dawkins Ellis. DaCosta, shot clock running down. Pokumensa back out to Dawkins Ellis. Needs to put something up at the buzzer and does. That won't go. Good D there from Shenley.
Really good defence there. Aloysius, though, they were passing the ball around the perimeter beautifully.
DaCosta manages to withstand an Arriaga attempt at a steal. You can see him coming up behind him, but he gets it that time. Arriaga going all the way. Gets the whistle. That's going to put him at the line. And you can see that you saw in that last defensive play, he was coming up behind DaCosta. Yeah. He thought he'd got it. You could see in his face.
Well, I mean, he kind of had to carry on because he knew that he was on his own up front there. And Etu Griffith was chasing him down, so he did really well to persevere and keep going for the basket.
Arriaga averaging 12.2 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, 5.9 assists. He was part of last year's winning team. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists in that one last year. Goes 2 of 2 from the line and cuts the lead to 3. Costa into Dawes. Back out. Dawes with the long 2. Nails it. And Luak. Getting to the basket, banks it in. That's going to take Luak to 12. Back to a 3-point game. Dawkins Ellis. Dawes lines up the 3 off the front of the rim. And it's Arriaga for Shenley. Controls the ball so well, does Arriaga. Spins, hands it off, and it's knocked out.
Dawkins Ellis is working hard on that. I mean, he's marking Arriaga really well. Arriaga, obviously, a great ball handler. But Dawkins managed to just get his hand on that one there and break up the play.
Costa pass is saved by Haymark Griffith again, and he's just been very quietly finding his way to the basket.
Yeah, he's certainly been a silent assassin so far in this game.
Arriaga rejected by DaCosta. Ball's chased down, but it's going to be last touch with Aloysius. So going to stay with Shenley. And you see the reach of DaCosta.
Yeah, I think Arriaga kind of panics a little bit, tried to get the shot off. But like you say, with a reach like that, he had his work cut out to make that one.
And that's 3 blocks for DaCosta as Arriaga has to put it up as the shot clock runs down. And again, some good D from Aloysius. Mark Griffith, 3 doesn't go. Dawes is there for the rebound. Pass inside, stolen away. And fighting for the loose ball, gets into the hands of Luak. And that will do it. It's the end of the quarter.
Well, so you say we had one silent assassin. There's another one for me. St Aloysius has had himself a really good half. He's working really hard there. And again, at the end of the period there, he was just throwing his body on the line. A good half from him.
And a real back and forth game, as we expected from 2 teams very closely matched, but leading the way. It is Bwai Luak, 14 points for him, along with 5 boards and 2 assists for Shenley. And for Aloysius, Tyrese Pokumensa, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals. And Caden Lee, Dawkins Ellis, 13 points for him, along with a rebound and a steal. Devontae Da Costa, though, 9 rebounds already in the game and 3 big blocks. So Aloysius probably taking the momentum with them into half-time. They've been able to withstand the pressure that Shenley have put on cutting into this. So what do both teams need to do coming out into the third quarter, Adam?
Well, I mentioned it in the first half there. Aloysius on fast break points and winning the battle 15-6. Now, other than that, both teams are quite evenly matched statistically. Both doing a good job on the boards, 23 and 20 respectively. Both teams with 5 and 6 steals. The turnovers aren't that far apart. Points from turnovers are virtually the same, but fast break points is something that they're really going to have to react to in the second half. And the big one is going to be how do you shut down Commentators when he's on a roll like this. But one thing I'd like to see in the second half is. So I'm just trying to find my notes here. Boy, Bullock, he's had a pretty decent half. I want to see a little bit more from him, crashing the boards and then doing what he's done a couple of times in using his height inside the paint. So certainly they're going to have to take advantage of him in the second half. But at 45 foot, there's nothing in it, Cass. 5 points in the finals, nothing.
It's not, is it? 2-possession game. So thank you to everybody watching on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're going to be here all day long. Coming up after this game, we have the WEABL final at 2 o'clock. That is between Copleston and the City of London Academy Southwark Pride. And then at 5 o'clock, rounding out the day, we have the EABL final between Charnwood College Riders and the City of London Academy Southwark Pride in that one. So we are going to take a quick break for half-time, and we'll be back with you in around 5 minutes' time. Welcome back to the National Basketball Performance Centre. We're getting ready for the second half of the CBL final between St Aloysius and Shenley Brook End. We've had an absolutely fantastic first half so far. 5-point game, St Aloysius up by 5 heading into the third quarter, and some big time plays from some big time players. Adam, Tyrese Pokumensa, he is putting on a show for the fans today. 13 points for him.
Well, would we expect anything less from him?
We've seen this before.
It's
under
a final,
16s,
it's
under 18 National Cup.
Yeah. You know,
he's a guy that likes to play on the big stage.
Yeah, he may not be from Manchester, but he certainly owns a part of this court here at Bellevue.
And for Shenley Brook End, it's been Y. Luak, 14 points for him, along with 5 rebounds, and just his presence inside making it difficult for Aloysius, isn't it? He's 6'8" out there.
Yeah.
Using his size well.
Like I said, I want to see him in the second half use his size even more, because there's no one that can match up for him size. I mean, if you look at this guy, he's 6'8". He's got those long arms. When he if he stands and puts his arms up vertically, you know, he's going to be touching the net. You know what I mean? He's not far away from the basket. If they can get it to him in the high post, get it in the first half, just get the ball into him, let him use that little spin move, and then almost drop the ball into the bucket. And let's see if he comes up with a little bit of that, but it'd be interesting to see just how Shenley come out with defensively in this half. What answers they've got for this man right in front of us, Tyrese, number 8.
Remember the name. So it's Shenley ball to start things off here in the third quarter. Arriaga into Luak, and Luak over to Brown. Brown again, it's that corner shot. Just grazes the glass.
Again, neither teams have shot well from outside the 3-point line.
Pokumensa driving baseline. Doesn't get that to fall, but gets his own rebound and puts it back in. He's just working so hard on all aspects of the court today.
It's relentless.
Takes him to 15 at leading all scorers. Arriaga nearly has it stolen away. Dawkins Ellis.
I mean, it's almost a bit cliche to say it, but big-time players must come up in big-time finals, and he's doing just that. I mean, sometimes the expectation can be on certain individuals. There's certainly going to be a lot of expectation on his shoulders, but man, has he stepped up to it so far.
I'm sure Coach William Akufo will be very, very pleased with what he's seen from his team so far. Dawes lines up the 3, too strong. Formelo's a nice handoff to Luak. Can't finish. And Aloysius are doing a good job, aren't they? Pressuring inside.
Very good job.
Costa's 3 doesn't fall. Brown. That one's no good. As it's a 7-point Aloysius lead. Pokumensa. Dawkins Ellis. And knocked out of bounds. Dawkins Ellis, now he was big in the first half, Adam.
Yeah.
13 points for him and a couple of steals. We saw him, it was that defensive pressure as well when he's going one-on-one.
Yeah, he did a great job in the first half, like you say, going one-on-one. Looks like he's coming to the second half with that same thing in mind.
4 seconds on the shot clock, Pokumensa. And out of bounds, it's going to stay with Aloysius. 1.1 seconds on the shot clock. So really, Adam, here, it's got to be a catch and shoot or catch and put something up quickly.
I'd say so.
So Dawkins Ellis will inbound. You can see Pokumensa probably trying to come off the screen. And 3 doesn't drop. Matt Griffith had to put something up. But it's shot clock violation.
Well, they did well to get the shot off for sure.
And Shenley there with some good defense. Just need to chip into this, take it possession by possession. Arriaga. Luak kicks it out. Formeloza
Nice pass into the corner. Isakaya's three doesn't drop.
Still not dropping from three.
There's a good look though for Shenley as Da Costa finishes at the rim. Managed to gather the ball.
Yeah, nice finish from him there.
And lead is back up to 9. Formaloza inside.
Oh, nice move. Formaloza again, he's been a bit of a silent assassin. Silently going about his business there, but another good basket for him.
Just been really effective in what he's doing.
Yeah, an important basket as well. They must, in a game like this, you never want the lead. Oh, there's a three, and guess who?
Boku Mensah.
Boku Mensah.
Making it rain.
Yeah, like I was saying, in a game like this, you never want the lead to tip with it to over 10 points. You've got to try and keep it right where it is now.
Arriaga setting things up. He's got Dawkins-Ellis on him.
Oh.
And it's picked off there. Boku Mensah going all the way.
Oh!
Would have been proud, would have gone wild if that had dropped. Isakaya off the glass, too strong. And it's grabbed by Dawes. You see Dawes using his strength.
Well, you know, I think we can forgive Tyrese for the missed dunk there. It was a spectacular miss.
It was,
but,
he got high up in the air.
You know what, he did so well to get the ball and get down the floor that quickly. You know, he'll be disappointed with that from a personal standpoint.
I wouldn't like to be the rim next time.
No, no. Hang time.
10-point lead for Aloysius. And Luak can't get the shot to fall. Aloysius with a 7-2 run in this quarter.
I'm wondering if Shenley are going to call a timeout fairly soon, try and break up this momentum a little bit.
Hey, Matt Griffith. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Boku Mensah steps through. That one doesn't go. But again, both teams been able to get inside to the basket.
Yeah.
They're finding that space.
Nice.
Isakaya.
Oh! Did everything but score there.
Shot doesn't drop. There for Dawkins-Ellis. It's Arriaga. Gonna have to back it out. And miscommunication. It's gonna go back with Aloysius.
Well, it's a different ball game to what it was in the first half. It's a little bit scrappy so far. Errors and turnovers from both teams, but third quarters are always a big part of what happens in these games. So
absolutely, it's that adjustment after half time, and sometimes even the 10-minute break.
Yeah, it breaks up the momentum a little bit.
Ball's knocked out. Stays with Aloysius. Boku Mensah out to Da Costa, lines up the three. Too strong, but Hawkins, Mark Griffith there for the rebound. And again, 10 points for him, 6 rebounds. He has been doing such a fantastic job on the boards, cleaning up those second chance points. That second foul was on Dawkins-Ellis, just the first for Aloysius this quarter. Both teams are just on 1 foul each. We passed the halfway mark in the third. And that'll be a second quick call on, I believe that's on Dawkins-Ellis, and that's going to put him on 3. Oh, apologies, that's on Dawes, that was off the ball. That's the first foul on Dawes. Second on Aloysius this quarter. Arriaga on to Formaloza. Hangs in the air. Doesn't drop, but going to stay with Shenley.
Formaloza once again going about his business. He's on 8 points and 2 rebounds for the game, but he's doing a lot of things at the moment.
Brown into Luak.
There you go.
Luak
Right, he was triple teamed, yeah.
Got a foul.
It's like a different game, Kaz, this second half. It's, you know, becoming quite physical out there. But neither team with the same amount of finesse as they had in the first half.
Sometimes there can be a little bit of tiredness coming into play. There's not been too many substitutions in this game.
No.
So these guys playing the full game so far.
Plus Shenley a little bit deeper. They've got 3 extra players on their bench.
I think we need a moisture technician out on the floor. Ref's just going to have to resolve that.
Do we have a moisture technician?
So it will be Aloysius ball from the end line. They've got a 12-point lead. Hey, Matt Griffith into Poku Mensah. And ball's out of bounds again. Going to stay with Aloysius. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, he tried to take on double team again. That time they got him.
4 seconds, shot clock running down. Ball's picked up by Da Costa. And
oh, there's a collision at mid-court there.
So, shot clock
Griffith.
violation. I think we had a collision when...
And Dawes just kind of ran into each other.
See it there on the replay. Da Costa tries to save it. Arriaga comes in and steals it.
His body's getting thrown all over the place. Yeah, just a collision there. I think Dawes just took a forearm to the nose there from his teammate. Obviously, you know, an accident. These things happen, but you certainly see birdies after a hit like that. Nothing worse than getting hit in the nose, because the first thing that happens is your eye starts to tear up.
Exactly.
Takes you a minute to get your coordination back, but he's a big guy. He's back on his feet and he's okay.
Arriaga going against Dawkins-Ellis. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Needs to put something up here. I don't think Shenley realised the shot clock was running down.
You know, I really like this matchup. Dawkins-Ellis and Arriaga, they're really going at each other there. Dawkins-Ellis kind of just looked at him and kind of said, "I've got you there."
And after both teams scored over 20 points in the first 2 quarters, it's Aloysius with 9.
Oh, nice move.
And just 2 for Shenley. And we'll have a timeout called by Shenley.
Caden Lee Dawkins-Ellis is doing a really good job. I mean, look how strong he is there. He sort of manages to find his way to the spot that he wants to put the shot up from, and he kind of leans into defenders using his strength. And he came up with a big bucket. He's been really good this game, Kaz.
He has completely, and it's a tough move to do that, isn't it? Under the basket, you're using your strength, using your positioning, but you're still going to get the ball up in the air, get it to drop. So he's getting into the right position.
Yeah. Whenever I'm coaching and I'm trying to say to players, when you're under the basket, you can't necessarily look up. You've almost got to look at the floor to see where you are. So you've got the semicircle underneath the basket there. So you have to look at that and try and get your bearings as to where you are. And he's doing a great job of that. He gets into the position that he wants to get to, then puts the shot up. And he's so strong, he's, like I said, he's able to lean back into the defender and then get the shot off that he wants.
Been really successful, 15 points, shooting 7 of 10 from 2. And Tyrese Poku-Mensah leading all scorers, 18 points for him, 5 rebounds, 3 assists and 3 steals. And for Shenley, Bwai Luak, 14 points, 9 rebounds, looking at a double-double.
Well, we said before the game, a guy like that is a walking double-double. It looks like he's going to get one in this final for sure.
Isakaya, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals. But back out on court, Shenley with some work to do. It's a 14-point lead for Aloysius. Isakaya. Shot doesn't go, but Armoa is there for the putback.
He's going for the trouble.
Joey Armoa into the game for Shenley. And he's a guy that's going to have an impact inside, Adam.
Yeah. Shenley are going to have to start thinking about making a move now as the lead draws out a little bit.
Mensa, 3 seconds, going inside, turns, doesn't get it to drop, and ball's loose. Jump ball is called. You see there, Isakaya diving on the ground, and Haymark Griffith getting involved. Good hustle from both teams.
The arrow pointing for Aloysius though.
And it'll be DaCosta with the inbounds. Doors. Gets it back. Three doesn't drop. DaCosta with the rebound. Fresh 14 for Aloysius. That's a big board. Into Doors. Backing down Amoa. Isakaya all the way to the hoop. Gets the foul call. That's going to put him at the line for 2. See that, Arriaga just handing it off. Isakaya finding a way to the basket. Gets the whistle. And averaging at 21.6 points per game so far this season. 9.1 rebounds. 4 assists, also playing for the D2 Milton Keynes Breakers side. They also won the National Cup here back in January. And again, another player that's had a bigger role on that squad this season, been with them for a couple of seasons, and getting that experience really valuable.
Yeah.
DaCosta puts up the 3 off the front of the rim.
It's that matchup again.
And Isakaya to the basket.
Easy money.
And that cuts it down to 10. Out to Poku Mensah. 3's up. 3's good. Single-digit lead for Aloysius as Luak gets to the hoop. Isakaya comes down hard on the floor, and at the other end, it's a foul called on Shenley. A little bit of a chaotic couple of possessions there.
I couldn't believe that one. The boos coming in towards the referees, but you know what I meant to mention, Kaz, the referees are doing a good job with this game and letting it flow to an extent. You know, it's getting a little bit scrappy now, but let's just take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to say that he could have been called for the charging foul. It's always 50-50 in them situations.
With that foul there,
that's the problem. It puts Arriaga on his 4th foul. And they certainly don't need to lose him. Now, do they sit him down for a few minutes? Yeah, looks like he's going to go to the bench.
Nathan Brown checking in. Sorry, Noah Brown. That was a Manchester slip.
Yeah.
Noah Brown into the game for Shenley. And that puts Caden Lee Dawkins-Ellis at the line. Go. Second, doesn't drop on with the rebound. Isakaya keeps it alive.
Dawkins Ellis doing a good job hustling him though.
And whistle on the floor. Ref's just discussing, looking at that one, whether it's an offensive or it's called on the floor.
Yeah. Again, you know, how'd you call it? Yeah.
So it's a blocking foul on Aloysius, and that is foul number 3 on Matt Griffith. 4th team foul for Aloysius. Sakaya 3 doesn't drop. Armo is there for the rebound. Doesn't finish, putting it back in. But Armo making an impact since he's been out on the court here in the 3rd.
Yeah, he certainly has.
That puts him at the line for 2, and that is foul number 1 on Poku Mensah. And again, Armo, another player on that Milton Keynes Division 2 team, was part of the team that won here last year in the CBL final.
It's 6-6, one of the twin towers that Shenley have on the floor.
Second's good. Costa, round to Poku Mensah. Dawkins Ellis with the floater.
He's had a good game. That puts him on 17 points and 4 rebounds. Been really impressed with this fella today.
7 seconds in the quarter. Ball's picked up by DaCosta. Armoe, Luak, 1 second, needs to put something up. And shot doesn't drop. And at the end of the 3rd, it is set 61, Aloysius 48 to Shenley. And a 16-8 run in that 3rd quarter has just helped Aloysius pull away at him.
Yeah, it's been a different quarter to the first 2. Certainly, it's been a lot scrappier, a lot of bodies getting thrown around. I mean, it looked like a hockey game out there a couple of times. But Aloysius doing a good job in drawing that lead out to 13. You know, I said earlier that 10 points for me is the danger zone. That's where you've got to try and keep it. But I mean, going into the 4th quarter, you know, it's far from a ball game, Kaz. It's like, you know, that old saying that you and me use all the time. It's a game of runs. So if Shenley can get out there and get something going early on, they'll be right back in it. But at the same time, Aloysius have been doing a good job of just holding them off. And they managed to draw that lead out. It sometimes feels like you're not sure how they've managed to get that far ahead. But they have done, and of course Tyrese Poku being a big part of that. But it's like I said to you, I'm really liking the contribution from Caden Lee Dawkins Ellis. 17 points and 4 rebounds for him. He's had a really solid game.
And Devontae DaCosta adding in 5 blocks alongside his 8 points and 11 rebounds.
Yeah, some great indexes down the stat sheet here. Dawkins Ellis 14, DaCosta 14, Poku Mensah 22. Over on Shenley, Luak 16, Isakaya 16. So, you know, a real team effort. You like to see that 4 or 5 players all in that sort of double-digit index. For those of you not sure what the index is, it basically works out your efficiency based across all stats on minutes played. So it takes into account your points, your rebounds, your assists, your steals, and then whittles it down to the minutes that you've been on the floor and comes out with an index. So certainly anything over 10 is a good index, Kaz. 15 is very good, 20 is spectacular. Anything above that, well, you're having an MVP type of game. And at the moment, Tyrese Poku Mensah with an index of 22, 21 points, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. He's having himself a ball game.
He is, so 1 more quarter to play. We get things underway in the 4th, and it's Shenley ball. Some work to do here with a lead to cut into. And Luak gets it into the hands of Isakaya. Driving inside. Shot doesn't drop, but that's going to put him back at the free throw line.
It's that point in the game where free throws are going to become critical. And Neither team in massive foul trouble at the moment, apart from Arriaga, who's on 4. Obviously, he's on the bench. I'd expect to see him coming back on in maybe 3 minutes' time.
So you wonder how long Shenley want to sit him for, because obviously such a valuable part of the team at the point guard position.
Yeah.
Two of 2 from the line. 11-point lead for Aloysius. Poku Mensah over to Hema Griffin. Hema Griffin steps into the shot, bounces out, but Dawes is there for the offensive board. Back to Poku Mensah. Dawes, 2 seconds on the shot clock. DaCosta needs to put something up off the front of the rim. And a big rebound there from Almoa for Shenley. Brown lines up the 3, knocks down the 3. Big bucket.
That's a big shot from Brown.
Eight-point game. Poku Mensah.
Only the second 3-pointer to go down for Shenley, 2 from 15.
And turnover for Aloysius as the travel is called. And this gives Shenley a chance here to cut into this.
Neither teams have shot well from outside, Kaz. Aloysius just 15%, 3 from 19. I do apologise, 3 from 16, 18% Shenley.
Almoa pressured under the basket, the post comes up with it. Dawes 3, rolls out. Over to Brown.
Good passing movement. Oh,
Bullock can't finish at the rim. And a good step through.
some really nice passing there though from Shenley.
And a timeout is called by Aloysius. They have an 8-point lead and we have 8 minutes 6 to play. You see that he got through, just couldn't quite finish at the basket. But again, that's that tough defense of Aloysius. They're putting themselves in the right place and making it difficult for Shenley to get round them. So even if they are there to take a shot, they've put them in a difficult situation.
Definitely, and that's a good timeout to take there. I mean, Aloysius, you know, they're going to be feeling tired now. There's guys there that are playing a lot of minutes. Good timeout to take there. 8 minutes still to go, and when your lead starts to whittle away like that, it's about breaking that run and regrouping slightly.
Definitely, and if you're Aloysius here, you just want to keep doing what you've been doing. It's working so well for you. I keep saying it, but they are getting inside so well, finishing under the basket. And as you mentioned, you know, maybe it's not a three-point shooting game today, but it doesn't need to be for these two teams because it's working in what they're doing and the way they're finding themselves. As we said, Tyrese Poku Mensah, he's going to get to the basket. You could put 3 cars in the way and he's going to find a way to get to the basket.
Well, the percentages are as follows for 2-point possessions. So, in other words, points that aren't from beyond the arc. 61%, 24 from 39%. Aloysius, good percentage. A bit lower for Shenley at 40%.
I mean, they're both good shooting numbers, aren't they?
They are.
So back on the court. 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Poku Mensah setting things up. Dawkins Ellis, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Poku Mensah and Isakaya got a hand on that one to knock it out of bounds. And it's Shenley ball.
That's an important play for Shenley there.
That's big, and you see again the experience of Isakaya. He times it so well. Isakaya's 3 doesn't drop. And it will be Aloysius ball.
Yeah.
Low scoring by both teams' comparisons in the to the first.
Shenley on a 5-0 run so far in this quarter. Aloysius yet to score, but the three comes in. There it is.
And Dawkins Ellis. Again puts the lead back up to 11. Isakaya, too strong off the glass. And you can see the passion on both teams fighting for the ball. As Dawkins Ellis gets fouled. And he has been putting in a shift today.
He really has. He really has. I mean, Commentators doing a great job, but you know, without this guy, I always it's that old analogy, Kaz, a 1-2 punch. I love a 1-2 punch on any team, and certainly Aloysius with Commentators and Dawkins Ellis have got that 1-2 punch, and they're both chipping in well.
Commentators with a rebound. Doesn't get that to drop. And we see Eric Arriaga back in for Shenley.
A good time to bring him back out on the floor, but he's going to have to be careful. Oh, nice dish. There you go. And you know what? That's a nice way for him to re-establish himself back on this ball game.
Yeah.
Coming in, doing his job, and making a beautiful pass there. Great assist.
I just spotted one of the signs in the crowd. Noah's Ark with a arc with a C. I like that one.
Like it. Yeah.
Dunk it, Jomi. Someone wanting a Namoa dunk. Arriaga to Brown. Luak looking to go inside. Commentators, you see, he's just got his hands all over that possession. Comes up with the steal. And foul underneath the basket. And it's just the quickness of Commentators. He's able to read those passing lanes, gets his hands on the ball, and comes up with a steal, knocks it out, or just forces his opponent into difficult positions.
That's his fourth steal. I mean, the way he defends quite low down, so he's able to poke the ball away from the guy on offense.
Knocking that out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock for Aloysius. Dawkins Ellis. Ball's knocked loose. Approaching the halfway point of the fourth. Arriaga. Ball's kicked. And that will stay with Shenley.
Arriaga working hard once again.
And DaCosta just picks it off. Commentators.
Oh, nice.
What a move.
Yeah.
Lays it in.
Deserved that. That was right in front of us. He did really well there to just kind of nudge the ball to where he wanted it. Picked it up and then went in for the layup. Good move from him.
That takes him to 23 points in the game as Arriaga steps through, hands it off to Luak.
Arriaga did well to get that little pass off there. Shenley will not go away.
They will not. So over 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Commentators, Dawes on the baseline. Dawes rejected by Armoa. Arriaga all the way to the hoop, draws the foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kaz, it's no coincidence since Arriaga came back on the floor for Shenley, their intensity's just moved up a notch. He's almost willing his team back into it.
It really has.
Brave performance from him in the fourth quarter since coming back on.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. Puts him at the line for 2. And hits the first. Second is good as well. Puts the lead down to 7. Costa. Over to Pokumensa. Finds a lane. Doesn't get it to go. Somehow chasing down the rebound, fighting with it for
Well, hey, I tell you, this has been the difference. Shenley are working so hard under the boards there and managing to get the possession back.
Kicks it out. Isakaya's three off the rim.
That's a big rebound.
And it's back into the hands of Isakaya. Brown swings it round to Arriaga. 4 seconds on the shot clock. And it's Dawkins Ellis that comes up with it for Aloysius. DaCosta puts it in. And maybe one pass too many for Shenley at the other end.
I think so, yeah. I think they had to get to the basket quicker than they actually did there, but you know, they're still showing a lot of heart and a lot of passion. Nice move, Arriaga makes it count.
Shenley's back to 7, 3:20 to play. Hey, Mark Griffith!
That's a big shot from Griffith. The timeout called straight away as predicted. That's a huge shot for him.
Nothing but net on that. St Aloysius.
Aloysius, yeah. We've been waiting to get that one in all game.
We've got to shout out Ben for that one. It's a 10-point game. Aloysius up 71 to 61. 3:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Arriaga's definitely been a spark since he's come back off the bench, been in foul trouble with those 4 fouls in the fourth.
He's been a huge spark for them. Hamak Griffiths, that was a big dagger shot there though from him. Huge shot.
I mean, as you said earlier, and the silent assassin, 13.6 rebounds, 2 assists.
There's another one.
He's been very quietly just going about what he needs to do and doing what the team needs to do, and he's been doing it really well. Pokumensa leading all scorers with 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists and 4 steals. Well, Caden Lee, Dawkins Ellis, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals.
Shenley Brook have got 2 guys on double-doubles, Luak on 16 and 11. Isakaya on 15 and 10. They've both had a great game.
So work here for Shenley to do, Adam. It's that third quarter where it just kind of swung things a little bit for Aloysius.
Absolutely, they came out. I mean, it was a scrappy third quarter, but there's not been a lot in this one. That 3-pointer, it was a 10 apiece up until then. 13-10 is the score line for the fourth quarter. 3 minutes to go. Let's see what they can do. Ideally, a big basket straight away would help.
Isakaya over to Brown, lines up the 3, too short, chases it down, can't save it in though. And DaCosta hands it off to Dawes underneath the basket. And again, it's that unselfish play, passing out. You can see Dawes had a better look, gets it over to his teammate. Arriaga looking to find a way to the basket, out to Luak. Shot doesn't drop. And Aloysius with time on their side here. Pokumensa. Seconds on the shot clock. And a deep 3 from Haymark Griffith. Shot that all the way from St Aloysius.
2 huge shots from him late in the game.
Arriaga hangs in the air, gets that one to drop somehow. Shenley just need to chip into this. You got to take it possession by possession, but you've got to be quick. Get some points on the board, get some stops. And Isakaya steals it away. Picked up by Brown. Over to Luak. Now to Isakaya. 3 doesn't drop. And rebound for Luak. And again, a good look from Shenley, just unfortunate for that one not to drop. So that is the 4th foul on Dawkins Ellis. Puts Aloysius on 3 team fouls as we have a timeout called by Shenley Brook End. Coach Billy Beddoe wants to talk things over with the team. So a 13-point lead here for Aloysius with just under 1.5 minutes to play, Adam.
Well, you've got to be thinking that with 1:26 left, Aloysius have got this one, but Shenley haven't made it easy for them. They've made a couple of runs and had a couple of opportunities to get themselves back into this one. A lot of spirit shown by both sides, though. It's been a really entertaining first game of the day for sure.
They have an Etu Haymack Griffith, 2 big threes in that 4th quarter. Again, another player that's been on the big stage before. He was with the London Westside Rangers in that junior Final Fours in 2022. You see him smiling there on court, but they're 2 really big baskets when it really mattered for Aloysius.
Very big baskets, yeah, and they're back on the floor, Aloysius. They're ready to go. There's a couple of smiles being exchanged there. I think they're feeling pretty good about the fact that they might have this one in the bag.
Aloysius, they were the #1 seed in Group C this season. Unbeaten in the regular season and through to the playoffs through to today. Looking to make it 15-0 this season. 90 seconds away from doing that. Ball's in and Dawes got a hand on it, knocks it away. And those are the plays, Adam, aren't they? Doesn't come away with the steal, but he's knocked it out of bounds, forces Shenley to have to reset. It's not going to show on the stat sheet, but just a really important play for your team.
Absolutely, yeah.
Shenley ball, 1:25 to play. Needs to get some quick points on the board. And kick ball again, going to stay with Shenley. Was on the inbound, so didn't actually take any time off the clock. It's Brown into Arriaga. Brown in the corner. Arriaga finding space inside, out to Isakaya. 3 doesn't drop, and it's tipped into the hands of Luak. Luak. Foul is called, and that's going to put Bwai Luak at the free throw line. And a couple of good looks there for Shenley, like looks that you'd want off that possession.
A couple of very good looks. I mean, fair play to them. They're continuing right to the end.
That's foul number 4 on Haymack Griffith as Luak hits the first. It's going to take him to 17 points in today's game. Second one rims out to Costa with the rebound. And Aloysius in control here in the 4th. Ball will go back with Shenley. Just under a minute to play. Arriaga with it behind the back, nice move. Isakaya round to Brown. 3 is good. Pokumensa. Costa. Back to Pokumensa. 9-point game. Haymack Griffith. Not that time for the 3. Dawes fighting for it, grabs the offensive board, gets Aloysius another 14, and that is just hustle play after hustle play for Jaden Dawes. Dawkins Ellis is going to have to put something up before the shot clock runs down, and Dawes.
You know what, that was a good play from him. He actually stepped back for a minute. He wanted to take some time off the clock before he made his move. Very, very clever move from him just then.
Using the full shot clock, and
they're going to run it down,
will dribble this one out. So congratulations to St Aloysius. They are and the shot counts at the buzzer.
Almost as an afterthought, just hits the 3-pointer on the buzzer there. You got to feel sorry for him. He had a really good game. Unfortunately got into foul trouble, but big congratulations to Aloysius there. They persevered the whole game, worked really hard, and some great team basketball, Kaz.
Definitely, definitely so. St Aloysius are your CBL final champions. 78-70 after that last three from Arriaga over Shenley Brook End. First time winners for Aloysius. They complete their unbeaten season at 15-0. And some huge performances across the team. Tyrese Poku-Mensah, we've mentioned him all game long. 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists and 4 steals, playing the full game. Caden Lee Dawkins-Ellis, 22 points for him, 5 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals. In fact, all 5 starters playing the full 40 minutes for Aloysius.
Played a lot of minutes.
Etu Haymack Griffith, 16 points for him, 6 rebounds, 2 assists and 2 steals, hitting those 2 big threes in the fourth quarter. And Devontae DaCosta, 10 points along with 13 rebounds, 5 blocks. Just a huge performance from him. And Jaden Dawes, 7 points, 10 rebounds, a block and some really tough defense. And for Shenley, it was Bwai Luak, 17 points, 13 rebounds, a steal. And William Isakaya, 15 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for him, 3 steals. And Eric Arriaga adding in 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal. So congratulations to St Aloysius. And Shenley Brook End, a tough team, playing a really hard-fought game, fighting till the end. And I'm sure, Adam, this isn't the last that we'll see of these players out on this stage.
Well, definitely. I mean, it's one of them. It's always sad that a team has to lose, but for a lot of the good guys on the losing team today, you know, we're going to be hearing from a lot of those guys for many years to come. Likewise with Aloysius. I mean, guys, what I would say now is get a few of these names written down somewhere, get them in your memory banks, because you're going to be hearing them for a long time to come.
And we talked about Poku-Mensah before the game, getting to the basket. You know, he's a very special player to watch, isn't he? Just a huge game from him, and congratulations to him and all the St Aloysius players. But again, Shenley, a lot of players to look out for. Bwai Luak, William Isakaya, Eric Arriaga. You know, we saw the impact Arriaga had when he came back out on court after having to sit with a few fouls.
Yeah, I mean, he came back, when he came back on in the fourth quarter, around the time we thought he was going to do, the first thing he did is he came in and he got that great assist on the inside, so I think he might have been to Luak. And that's kind of what the point guard has to do. He has to come back in and stamp his authority by bringing the rest of his team back into it, not necessarily taking on the burden of scoring himself. And a real brave effort from him. I mean, his stats, 13, 3 and 4, it's good stats. Would it have been different had he not got into foul trouble? Yes, it would. But at the same time, he put in a real good performance, and he's got a lot to be proud of there, and I'm sure his coach is going to be proud of what he did today.
So we'll have the awards presentation shortly, and it's that time where we talk about MVP of the game, and probably a couple of names that are standing out there.
Definitely. I mean, how do you look past Tyrese Poku-Mensah? 23 points, 7 rebounds. He had an overall index of 23, but you know what? DaCosta and Dawkins-Ellis, they also had huge games as well. I mean, it's sometimes, you know, we've said it before at these finals, I wish we could have like a dual MVP or a triple MVP, but 99% of the time it's one person that gets it. So I'm going to put my money on Poku-Mensah, because from the start of the game, he put his stamp on the game. You know, he wanted to come out, prove a point, and he did just that. Great performance from him, and you know, but all year he's been one of the most exciting players.
He did, and we've seen him do that at the Under-16 National Cup, Under-18 National Cup, MVPs in both of those games. So we'd just like to thank everybody that's watching right here on the Basketball England YouTube channel. Remember,
and of course,
to like
here at Bellevue, nice little crowd here so far.
Yeah. You can still get tickets. You just need tickets are free, but you just need to grab one off the Basketball England website. Come down to the National Basketball Performance Centre, because we have 2 more games coming up. The WEABL final at 2 o'clock, and then the EABL final at 5, rounding out the day. And thank you to our sponsors, Wilson Dynamic, Sure Shot, Sport Serve, Sport England, and again, Basketball England for putting on such a fantastic display of basketball today. So much young talent out on the court. It's a fantastic showcase, and it's always fun, isn't it, Adam, doing events like
so
this?
Much fun.
We're seeing the future.
So much fun, yeah. Of course, in about a month's time, we're going to be back here for the big one.
It's Junior Final Fours on the 4th and 5th of May.
It's getting to that point in the season where the playoffs are very much beginning now.
It's always a wild weekend of basketball.
It's a wild week, yeah.
Running between courts, you've got so much going on. Again, you can grab your tickets for that on the Basketball England website. And the weekend before that, the 27th and 28th of April, it will be the NBL playoff finals. Division 2 and Division 3 on the Saturday, and then Division 1 on Sunday the 28th. And also, the England, not just England, the Under-18 Four Nations tournament will be in Dundee next week from the 2nd to the 4th of April. England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales in that one. And again, always an exciting tournament to follow along with.
And what would an event like this be without the voice? The man on the floor right now. So here, announcing the winners there.
Always love to hear announcing.
Yeah, one of the great voices of. He's become something who's a modern legend for me to hear. Does such a great job.
And not just at basketball as well. He's out there.
He's out there doing all sorts. Snooker.
And it's great to have him here. A lot of people in the crowd as well. We've got Sam Nita from Hoops Fix, Russell from Leicester. I've seen Tor Freeman out there as well. Real British basketball community. Jamal Anderson out in the crowd. I've seen Jeff Jones.
Yeah, Callum Jones kicking about in his capacity at MMU. So many people at Basketball England behind the scenes as well that don't have to get a mention. Anthony Jepson, who does such a great job in organising these things, along with Gail and her team. And we want to thank them for making these events get bigger and better every time, and making our jobs more easy as well.
Yeah, you love to see it building. It's just been building the last few years, hasn't it? The crowd.
Oh, it really has. I mean, every time we come to one of these tournaments, there's always something that's gotten a bit better than last time. And these events are becoming so popular. I mean, just look at the boarding around the court.
These LED boards. I know Dom Allen puts in a shift getting them up.
You know what? I helped to put those away once, and it takes forever, man. It looks like there's only a couple of them, but each one of those comes apart. So the amount of time and effort that goes into these events from people all over the Manchester basketball community and Basketball England is incredible.
It is, and thank you to everyone. There's always so much, as you say, Adam, going on behind the scenes.
There's somebody else, Rob Fairley, on the floor there. 1 minute he's coaching several teams, next minute he's pulling banners out on the floor. He's just like, he knows we're talking about him.
7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 23 points.
So your MVP is Tyrese Poku-Mensah, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, a block, playing the full 40 minutes. Congratulations to him. Every time he's out here at the National Basketball Performance Centre, putting on a show for the fans. Well-deserved MVP for him. He'll be heading up to Dundee for the England Under-18 Four Nations tournament next week, so it's not going to stop for him. Lots more basketball still to go. As we see there, Captain Devonte DaCosta picking up the trophy. And he'll head back over to his team. And congratulations, St Aloysius, the CBL champions. The 2022-2023-24 season, a 78-70 win over Shenley Brook End. First time in the final, taking home the trophy. So we're going to try and grab an interview with Tyrese and coach William Akufo. And Adam will head courtside.
Basketball League final to get ready to be getting underway. Please welcome to the floor the City of London Academy. That's Ipswich basketball.
So coming up after this game, we've got the WEABL final at 2 o'clock on the Basketball England YouTube channel. So make sure to jump over to the new link for that one and stay tuned. So we're going to try and grab Tyrese Poku-Mensah for Adam to have a catch up with courtside. So you see there some highlights of today's game. St Aloysius taking home the trophy. First time in the final. So Adam has Tyrese Poku-Mensah courtside. And we're just gonna head down. Adam's going to catch a word with Tyrese. So, over to you, Adam.
Tyrese, here we are again. Another great game for you, my man. Big
Thank
smiles there for you too. You came out, I could tell from the minute you stepped on the floor you were about business today.
Yeah.
What was your mindset going into this one?
All of us are just locked in. We're a young team and we want to get a dub before the olders leave and the younger people take over.
Yeah. So this is kind of like your last dance, right? Yeah. What a way to go out, man. You had a really big game, but it was a real team effort as well.
Yeah.
The game sort of changed a little bit in the third quarter. What happened when you came out in the second half? It suddenly got a bit more scrappy.
Yeah, I think all of us just lost composure because we were up and we got complacent, but at the end, you know, we closed it out and we got a dub. That's what I'm captain.
Yeah, definitely. Because it was almost like in the fourth quarter, they wouldn't go away. They kept on bringing it into like 10 points and 7 points.
Yeah.
Did you have that in the back of your mind? Hang on, these guys are getting back into this. Were you worried at any point?
Yeah, at one point we were kind of worried, but we knew at the end we were going to win, innit?
Yeah. Another huge performance for you there. I'm really happy for you, man. So what's your plans? What's happening going forward for you?
Nothing's confirmed yet, but hopefully I make it to America, innit?
Yeah? That's your goal?
Yeah.
And what have you got left coming up for the rest of the season?
We're looking forward to the playoffs. Yeah, under 18 playoffs,
Final fours?
Yeah, final fours. Hopefully we get there.
We're going to see you there, man.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations, Tyrese.
Thank you.
It's been really good watching you this season, and I know there's more to come. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you.
So that was Adam there with MVP for St Aloysius, Tyrese Poku-Mensah. An incredible performance for him. And congratulations to St Aloysius. Now, coming up after this game, we have the WEABL final between Copleston and City of London Academy Southwark Pride. That will be at 2 o'clock on the Basketball England YouTube channel. So stay tuned and make sure to catch that one. So we will take a break now and we'll be back with you for that game very shortly. Thank you to everyone who's watched us and make sure to stay tuned.